You love cruising and you're about to head out on a wonderful vacation, but you're trying to find out what's the difference between Celebrity, Royal Caribbean. Well, in today's video, we're going to give you things you need to know before you go on your first cruise and help you determine whether Celebrity or Royal is right for you. Hello there, friend. Welcome to our channel. My name is Terrell. This is my wife, Jennifer. This is the playlist, Travel with the Turners, on the Home to Haven YouTube channel. And on this playlist, you can see us behind the scenes as we go around traveling with each other and our two kids.
That's right. And so we are going to recap our latest cruise.
Latest and greatest. So on this playlist, we travel around. So if you like what you see, hit the bell and subscribe and some more videos. We love to cruise. We love to travel. And on this one was our first time going on Celebrity. We've been on Royal twice.
Been on Royal twice, Carnival once.
Once. And never had delved into a Celebrity.
Yes.
So we were kind of researching, wanted to know the difference. As you've kind of heard, the reputations are kind of the same. Carnival's for the party, younger crowd.
Yep.
Royal is definitely meant for families.
Yep.
And Celebrity is kind of that older, more mature, seasoned
That's right.
crowd. So we went in March.
We did. And this trip was just going to be us two.
That's right. We didn't bring the kids.
We did not bring the kids. And so we chose Celebrity specifically for that. We didn't need a whole bunch of activities to keep us busy on board. With the kids, we've gone on Royal and they have a ton of stuff for the kids.
Yep.
So we wanted to check out Celebrity and see what it was all about.
Yep. And so we went from Fort Lauderdale to Key West to Nassau, back to Fort Lauderdale. So a 5-day, 4-night, is that it?
Yes.
Trip was fantastic.
Yep.
We ended up flying into Fort Lauderdale. And when you get there, I kind of felt a difference. I don't know about you.
Okay.
But you go into the port. It was very nice, a little elevated, had nice decor. We arrived there early.
We did.
That you like. And so we had a place for us to sit and kind of wait around.
Yes, we were so early that they were not letting people on the ship yet. So we got there probably like an hour before we were like scheduled to be there. So they give you a time. Mm-hmm. We were there an hour earlier. We've been early before. And so
we've been allowed to board early, but they literally were not letting anybody on the ship.
Correct.
We went on Celebrity Silhouette. We get on the boat, got the little music playing.
Yep.
And I will tell you the first difference that I noticed is the customer service. And I put service in quotation marks because they do a fantastic job.
They do.
You know, they work hard, but immediately we started getting pitched. And it was like, hey, so here's some tea for you, or do you have a drink package?
Yeah, do you have why are you not using your drink package?
Right.
Or have you heard of our specialty dining?
Yes.
So they were always trying to upsell.
Right.
You could tell that was probably part of their...
Absolutely. From the moment we got on board, hey, do you have a specialty dining?
Yeah.
You coming to specialty dining tonight? What about tomorrow?
Yeah. Which kind of bothered you. You weren't a big fan of that.
I'm not a big fan of that. I'm on vacation. I want to just chill out. I'm not ready to be sold. I know what selling is. And so I know the tracks. I know the work tracks. Yeah. And so, again, you can, just from my perspective, I know they've been told, go get these packages and hit these quota numbers. Yeah. We got called on the phone and it's like, hey, Mr. Turner, we're just checking to see if you wanted a specialty dining tonight. No, I don't, and again, I wanted to be fair to them and be respectful, but we didn't want a drink package. We don't use a drink package. If I have one, I'll let you know. Our attendant was always, again, he kept the room super clean. He was always there. A little too much for us, a little bit, again, just because it's the two of us, we kind of chill out, and he's like right on the corner, hey, you need anything? But, so it's definitely a different feel as far as, I think it's a difference between a customer service and then kind of customer,
they were always very nice about it. They weren't like rude.
They're not aggressive.
They were just like constantly there, which is a good thing for some people.
Right.
Like you said, we just kind of wanted to take a step back. And if we said no, they weren't like super pushy about it, but they were there a lot.
Yep. Another difference was, at least on this particular cruise ship, the elevators was much faster. I felt like we weren't waiting a long time. Yeah. We just pushed the button, maybe a minute or two, and we were up and our way.
Do you think it was how it was placed on the boat?
Good question.
Specifically, I felt like there were just like a few elevators on one side, a few elevators, so not as many crowded areas all the time, and they seemed pretty fast. When
they were definitely fast.
Go into the floors.
Same with the buffet. The buffet was not as crowded. Again, maybe we weren't at full capacity for this trip. There were spring breakers on this particular trip, so we did have a younger audience. or a younger crowd.
Yep.
But normally we have to like circle the buffet twice for breakfast, and this time we were able to find a seat really quickly and then get our food. There were themes in the it's an Ocean View Cafe. I think that's what the name of the call, or name of the area. But there were themes which you loved because there was bread and pasta and all kind of stuff.
And we didn't really I didn't experience having to stand in the line at the little sections too long, which I had on previous cruises. Like we get our plate and you stand there for a little bit before you get to the food. That was not that bad on this one.
Yep. I thought the food options also in the buffet were great. You know, there was something truly for everyone, and what we got I thought was pretty darn tasty.
Yeah, I'm pretty picky. I'm a picky eater. You like to try new things, so I felt like the selection was great.
Yeah.
And especially the specialty dining. You want to get
I'm going to say that, yeah. So we've done specialty dining, again, on other cruises, and I felt like it's just kind of the same kitchen. Like it's nothing really different.
Yes.
You know, however, and even sometimes it's kind of the same menu.
Right.
This specialty dining truly was specialty dining. Like we went to the... I forgot the name of it. I'm sorry, guys, I forgot the name, but it was the grill that's on the
outside. That was
15 deck 15 outside. We rented a cabana on our port day in Key West.
Yes.
So that was great. You were able to rent a cabana and have it private and just chill out. That attendant was phenomenal. They brought us waters. It was cold.
Yep. We got our
cheese
fruit plates.
and fruit and watermelon. Spectacular. Yes. That was awesome. That attendant was phenomenal.
Yes.
And then right up through it is the grill. That food was amazing. Like that was probably some of the best that I've had on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
It was that good.
It was really,
and a lot of food.
I was going to say, it was really good. Plus we had a huge variety, and she was like, order anything you want. Like everything's included. So if you wanted the lamb, the pizza, the burger, the salad bar. Included. So they had a lot of food. Yeah. I think for a great
plus
price.
Dessert.
Yep.
So
you could have kept ordering. We were stuffed, so we...
Stuffed flat. And we got up and left. I left the pizza there, and they kept it. And I came back probably 3 hours later, and it was still there. They had it all wrapped up for us. And so that was super nice. They didn't throw it away.
Yeah.
So, again, staff is amazing. You know, just can't thank them enough.
And the other specialty dining we went
to, was it Steak Place?
And to me, it felt like a totally separate like atmosphere and everything. It really felt like a nice kind of high-end dining area.
So I think the sister ship was like Liberty of the Seas. Okay. You kind of see similar designs. And so where that would normally be like the lounge area, this was the steakhouse. So it has panoramic views of the water of the wake. Gorgeous. You see the sunset.
Yes, it was very pretty. I like the food there.
You had what? I don't remember what we had.
I remember the dessert.
You had the chocolate thing.
But no, the food was good. I know we tried some soup.
Soup was good.
The soup was good.
We had ice cream where they had gelato.
Yes.
And a tea bar. That was my favorite. The tea was absolutely delicious.
Yes, he enjoyed that quite a few times. It was good, though.
They bring it to you at like a high-end, kettle with porcelain, super nice little green leaf outside. Very good tea. I got it iced. And then the gelato, I love pistachios. They have pistachio flavor with almonds. Mwah. Very good. So I enjoyed that.
Yes. They also had ice cream in the main buffet that I got because I'm not too big on the different flavors. Okay. And that was good too. They had like the chocolate syrup and some toppings as well. So that was included in just like the general food. Okay.
I also felt like maybe, at least for this sailing, it wasn't as organized. Normally for your excursions, they would bring you all together in either the main theater or different check-in stations. They didn't do that this time, and it was kind of not sure what to do.
Yes. Our second excursion we went on in the Bahamas, and they did print out every day a little kind of itinerary if you had anything special going on, and they would leave that in your room. And so the note said the walk of the pier is going to be about 10-15 minutes, so prepare for that. Well, I thought that meant like, hey, you're going to get off the boat, you need to walk 10 to 15 minutes before you meet your group. So I'm like, we can't be late, we got to be on time. So we got off the boat a little bit early just to make sure we were on time, and literally like 2 steps away you were meeting your group. So we were even a little extra early because of that. Right. And it took a little while. They're not, I would say, as timely. And
not as timely, correct.
As Royal Caribbean, at least in our experience, has been on top of it.
Like if it's at
11 o'clock, they're ready
leaving
to go at 11
o'clock.
Right.
Even on the ship, like I felt like it was like
a little more relaxed,
a little laid back, a little chill.
Caribbean time. Always 5-10 minutes late. I guess they're waiting for everybody. I'm not sure.
Right. Room setup was very similar.
Yes.
There was no USB port next to the bed. Also, no plug outlet. So for me, I have a CPAP, so I had to get an extension cord. And again, our room attendant was phenomenal. He's like, don't worry, I will set it all up for you. Go have fun. So he literally ran the extension cord, taped it down, plugged it all in, and did everything for us. Didn't worry about it. So thanks for him. I did feel like the decor was a little bit elevated.
Yes.
It's a little bit more on the, I guess it's a luxury experience. So you have that more elevated kind of experience and feeling around the ship, and a nice tree in the atrium, had the library, which we loved, the atrium. So that's a little bit of a difference. Not a whole lot of activities.
Right. I was going to say, I feel like the decor goes along with like the more adult demographic versus like a whole bunch of kiddie kind of stuff that also would help entertain the young ones.
Right.
So overall, the decor was very high level, very nice.
Very nice. Yeah, like no foosball or, air hockey tables. I don't think there's an arcade on this ship.
Yeah.
So you have young ones. They have a kids club for sure. So you bring kids. There were some children on there, but just know it's not like a family themed type of line or ship because it's more toward the demographic. So one of the things that we do want to mention is a key that you did on our Alaska trip is that she used packing cubes. Now, if you don't have packing cubes, this is a game changer. I'm not an organized person. You are always an organized person. And she was so on it, like in Alaska. I was so jealous. All my stuff was just in the overhead bins. They give you great overhead storage on Royal and Celebrity. So you have overhead storage plus your closet.
Right.
And Jen had all her days and like a cube. And I was just trying to find stuff, my shirt, where's my pants, my socks. This trip, I put everything in all my days, wardrobe,
by day.
Morning and night, by day, in a cube. I had 5 cubes, and they were all above, and I just take a cube out, get dressed, put the cube back in, and it was phenomenal. Nothing was missing. Nothing was lost. Everything is neat, organized, tidy. It is a game changer for your travel.
Yes, it makes it super easy to pack up as well. So like at the end of the day, throw it in that cube and that stuff is dirty, right? That's the dirty stuff. And then near the end of the trip, pull out your luggage, dump all the packing cubes in it, and you're good to go.
Game changer, yeah. So we got packed probably in like 15 minutes, first time ever.
Oh yeah, it was fast,
super quick.
Easy.
Fast. So we'll put some links below if you're interested in finding out what that is. You can get those yourself. Again, hooks, packing cubes will make your cruise experience just another elevated level.
I was going to say, those are the top 2 things. So if you don't know what we're talking about when we say hooks, they are magnetic metal hooks that you just stick on the wall because all the walls are magnetic, and then you can hang up like clothes, bags, things like that. It helps keep you organized, keep stuff up off the floor so it's not as messy as well. So that's a must-have for cruising.
Absolutely. We did the Key West port. Anything there that stuck out to you in Key West?
Key West is chill, relaxed. We tried the key lime pie. Try that. We did a golf cart excursion. We would suggest to go with an electric one. We had the regular. And it's so loud.
Super
loud. We didn't research that.
I'll link a video to that video so you can watch that if you want to. Whole other shabacle with how that was. So make sure,
that one for sure
you need to get our recommendations because you don't want to do what we did and get bust 25 minutes to put your go-kart. Nassau.
Nassau is Nassau. We went on a tour of the city.
Right.
To me, there's not much to tour. But then we ended up at a beach, which they provided some food, the chairs, the umbrellas. It was actually attached to a restaurant. So this was all kind of a surprise. I feel like they didn't really explain
That was it. Thank you. Yeah. On the excursions, when you book your excursions in Celebrity, that's different. The descriptions, the pictures, they're not well defined.
Correct.
And it kind of leaves you...
Not a lot of detail.
Not a lot of detail. So it all sounds very similar. So you don't know which one to pick.
Exactly.
And so...
And it's really hard to research that stuff too.
Right.
Like try to figure out, is this good? Is this not good? What's it actually like? Let me see a real picture, not like a stock photo of the beach kind of thing.
Right.
So what would you say about the actual place that we were at?
The beach part was phenomenal because it's a private beach and it was not crowded.
Correct.
And so I felt like we got value there.
Okay.
Restaurant, it's different. It's Nassau. It's also, what was it called? Like Poopy or Poo?
I tried to ignore that part, but yeah, that was part.
The name of the restaurant was Pooh.
The deck.
So we didn't want to eat there.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, a lady got injured. She fell. She was older, and I felt terrible for her because she got hurt really bad. So, the restaurant setup was not the greatest, but the beach part, it was right off the restaurant, nice, private. That was awesome. Bus driver was fine. He was cool. So just... research that, try to do your best. We can make some recommendations. If you like, put comments there. We'll let you know. But yeah.
I was going to say, and we also picked that because we're not huge beach people.
We don't
want to be in the crowd of like the pools and the super crowded beaches and jet skis and all that kind of stuff. So we were looking for like
chill, quiet,
chill out, just let us enjoy the scenery and the beach for a little bit, and then we want to be back on the ship type of thing. So that's what we had chosen for Nassau.
Good call out. So that was our differences between Celebrity and Royal. Both are great options.
Yes.
For you and for your family. Have any questions, put them in the comments, and hope your next trip is amazing as ours was. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and we will see you on the next adventure.